Since the Fed meeting, the US dollar has been tumbling. This has ignited rallies in precious metals. Although the Fed raised interest rates at their most recent meeting, it was seen as a dovish hike in that they kind of were talking up the economy but also keeping the more gradual rate hikes. Most importantly, the Fed dot plot indicated they're still looking at 3 hikes for this year. That would imply 2 more. In the US dollar, pricing well up above 100 had been anticipating 4 rate hikes this year. So currency traders have seen the Fed statement and projections as being a little bit on the dovish side. This ignited rallies in a number of major currencies and also has ignited renewed interest in precious metals. So we'll start with gold. Gold had been sliding back in through the latter part of February and the first part of March. It had stabilized here near the 1200 level in recent days, but look at this. 2 strong upward green candles indicate that the bulls have started to come back in a pretty serious way, rallying up off 1200. First stage was up towards 1218. Now a second stage towards 1230. Next upside resistance is up in here closer to 1250. More importantly, we can see on the RSI we had downward momentum. It stabilized in and around 40. That's indicative of an uptrend. Now we're back above 50. That's a signal that momentum is starting to turn back upward. Most important for the rally in gold, though, is we're getting confirmation from other precious metal markets as well. Let's take a look at silver here. Silver, of course, had been in the downtrend. It bottomed out like gold in about December. Had a nice rally. Silver's rally had carried through right to the end of February. It took a bit of a tumble here, dropping from about 1850 down to about 1680, but it picked up really good support here at this Fibonacci level, and now look at this. We had a big breakaway candle here, and now we are getting a little bit of consolidation, but overall in and around the 50-day average. That's around 1740. This Fibonacci here is around 1765, and the 200-day average up around 1805. For silver, not quite as strong as the breakout in gold yet. We're looking at the RSI here. What we'd want to see out of this is that it starts to break out over 50 as well to confirm the turn upward in gold. Finally, if we look at platinum, the same sort of thing. We're seeing that here it got oversold on the RSI. Downward pressure is easing, but we don't have confirmation of an upturn yet. We still need to break 50. We had a sizable sell-off. We had a nice base form here in between about 930 and about 950. It's broken out of that. It had a spike up. It's kind of settled back a little bit today. So far, it's still getting good support above 953. This is first resistance here is about 972, 982 on this Fibonacci, and 988 for the 50-day moving average. So there's still some room for platinum to come back as well. So we're seeing some encouraging signs in precious metal markets. It looks as though this downdraft that we saw earlier this month has come to an end. We've had bases form at higher lows. We're starting to see it turn back upwards, but we need to see continued upward momentum and RSI confirmation.